welcome to a very interesting HackerRank challenge, and this challenge says draw the triangle tool. So we want to print out the asterisk symbol in increasing numbers. So we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you are given a number, for instance 20, you want to print out in the first line, you want to print out 1, in the second line you want to print out twice, the third time you print 3 until you have the number. So in this case we want to print out for 20. So how does it work? So basically we are going to use a loop. So for each loop we are going to print for a counter for 1, and then we increase the counter until we have up to 20. So the best thing to do is to write this query, to write this code out, and I'm going to simply declare my counter. So let me declare a counter. So I'm going to say declare counter is going to be an integer, and I'm going to set it to 1. So set counter to 1 at counter equals 1. All right, so at this point we need to start a while loop. So I'm going to say while at counter is less than 20, because they want us to do print out 20 times. So while at counter is less than or equal to 20. So the idea is to now use a function that's going to replicate this counter, this asterisk symbol, this number of times. All right, so I'm going to now say print. I'm going to say, I think I have to use begin end. So I'm going to say begin end. So inside this begin end, I can now put my loop statements that I want to repeat a number of times. So I'm going to simply print. Now, the function is going to be replicate. So I'm going to print out the asterisk symbol count a number of times. So for the first iteration of the loop, it's going to print it out 1 time. The second iteration is going to print it out 2 times. So I'm going to use a replicate function. That's the name of the function. And the symbol we want to print out is the asterisk symbol. And how many times we want to print it out? Counter number of times. So for the first time, it's going to print it out once, because counter is set to 1 at this time. And after each iteration, we are simply going to increase the counter by 1. So I'm going to use a set statement to set at counter variable to counter plus 1. So it's going to be at counter plus 1. So I'm going to simply increase it by 1. All right, let's see if this works. I hope I'm not missing out anything. So let me just run it and let's see if it works. Variable counter, so I have a typo here. So it's going to be counter here. I'm going to just rerun the code one more time. Okay, so it works, but we have a wrong answer. Let's see, what's the problem? Okay, here we have spaces in between. Okay, so let's just add a space after this. So I'm going to just add a space. I'm going to just run it one more time, and let's see what we have. And right, so you see it works fine. So I'd like to stop here. I'd like to thank you for viewing. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any challenges, please do let me know in the comment box below as well. I remain Kind the Tech Pro, and I'm always there for you.